Welcome back, everybody. We are going to move from our hands down to our feet. But before we do that, one key to look for in all of these photographs as you're going in and evaluating is how often you utilize triangles. Triangles are what bring our eye from one location to the next. Whether it be that hand on the hip, triangle. Whether it be the turn of a face, again, triangle. You're looking for as many triangles as you can get to carry your eye throughout a photograph. This is especially important if you don't have any kind of foreground or background that you're working with. We want those eyes to travel. So the way that you can figure this out is by going in and counting how many triangles are in a photograph. Pick one that you love. Pick a photograph that you don't like. I guarantee that the one that you love has more of the traveling lines in it than anything else. Triangular statements are going to be those things that draw us in to a photograph. It can be the connection between two people, their nose to nose, and a triangle goes right here. Again, that triangle that covers the two of them, it's going to bring your eye up, it's going to bring you forward, it's going to help you to understand the connection that you're looking at. Look at some of these photographs that are on the screen right now. You can find where your eye travels if you close your eye and open it and look for the triangles. It will point to one location, point to a next location, point to another, and it will travel throughout the entirety of the picture. Making sure that your photographs include triangles in them is going to be key. It's really important during this leg portion that you understand that triangles are the base for our head. But our legs are also the base. So we're going to focus on those actual aspects of the photograph that have the triangles, and we'll start from head to knees. So today with Lincoln, we're going to go through and I'm going to show you some power poses, some poses that you can utilize to create those triangles that we're talking about. All right, so here we go. First of all is the Beyonce pose. So I'm not going to have you do it yet, but the Beyonce pose is basically a power pose. We want to create that sense of tension in the legs, the relaxation in the rest of the body, where they're going to be super powerful. So here we go. So, power pose. Take one leg out to the side. Oh, look at you. Hands onto the hips like this. Lean into one hip. Yep, and then really think about going a little bit on your toes. Oh my gosh, look at you. Look right here though. So, you end up with one of two things from this pose. You either end up with somebody who feels super sassy, super excited, and you get that fierce look to it, or just like Lakin did, you get the humor, the laughter, the joy from it. But it immediately creates, go back to that pose for us, but it immediately creates those triangles. We have a triangle with her legs. We have two triangles with her arms. She wore a dress that's a wrap dress, so you automatically have a triangle here. All of those are going to make for a better photo. All right, our second one that's going to give us really great leg movement. Stagger your feet. And then bend one leg. Nope, so like this. So turn to the side. Bend that one. Again, here you see the triangular shape of her leg. You can also see that there's a relaxation and a tension that's happening in this photograph. All of her weight has to be on that back hip in order for her to bend that front knee. The bending of the knee, so straighten out your leg for a sec. This photograph is not as effective. It's not as beautiful as a bent knee. Perfect. Okay, so stay in that position. The next one that we're going to do that you can utilize with an individual, you can utilize it with a couple, is the booty kick. You can kick your booty. her shoulder automatically pops up and she has this cuteness to that booty kick. But again, it creates the triangle. Do it for us one more time. You see how your eye, go back up, travels from the bottom of her shoe all the way up to her shoulder. Now, if I want to make this an even better photograph, I'm going to ask her to take that shoulder back and down so that we get a bend in the arm too. Try it. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, look at you. I love it, it's so cute. Another aspect that we can do is to have our clients cross one foot at the ankle. And again, remember that you're looking for that creation of triangles, but you're also going to do that through weight distribution. So, yep, but what I want you to do is actually go onto one toe. Wow, look at that change. Hold on to your dress. Twirl your dress for me just a little. So cute. Again, you can ask your client to balance on completely one foot, but if you have them point, it creates that elongation in your leg that we're going to look for. Now, Lakin was super smart, or maybe I just told her, but she wore heels today. So with wearing heels, that naturally elongates your leg. Do not tell your client to wear heels if they haven't worn heels ever. It's not going to look right. But if they're actually comfortable with it, it can really make a big difference in how the legs and hips look. Okay, another way to create triangles is like this. Face towards me. Good. You're going to take one knee and break it over the other all the way. So even turn this foot further in. Yes, just like that. Oh, no, it looks great. And then hold on to your dress again. Perfect. You're so cute. So again, your eye will travel from the entirety of your photograph up. Okay? So from there we move into making sure that our weight is distributed on our hips properly. Walking poses are one of those poses that can really be ruined by the legs. And in particular with, if you're photographing females and males together, the female's legs. Lakin, just walk towards us like you normally would. Head back. This walking, here, we'll do it together. When we walk, we tend to just walk forward. One of the reasons, good job. One of the reasons why we actually love watching a model walk is because the distribution of the weight goes from hip to hip. So in order to get your client to do that, you're going to do the following. Take your arms out wide for me. Find an imaginary line, or if there is a line, just have them walk that. Walk on the line like you're walking on a tightrope. Great, now back up. What we're going to do is we're going to walk that tightrope, hold on to your dress. You're going to walk it kind of quick and sway your hips as you go. Hey, back it up and then look at me as you go this time. Ready? Okay, ready? 1, 2, go for it. Ooh, the sass, I can feel it coming from you. I love it. So again, we're looking for that hip sway. Maybe we're not getting as many triangles from that walking as we would otherwise, but we want to see the back and forth weight distribution. Think about it. If you're standing normal, I'll do it for you. If I am standing straight up and down like this, what am I conveying? Maybe it's strength. Maybe it's that I'm prepared for something. But in a photograph, it looks like tension. It looks like I'm tense. When I break a leg and put all of my weight on my hip, like distribute all my weight to one side, I actually form more of that connection and that trust with the camera. We don't realize that that's what's actually happening. So they can do that for us. Stand straight. And then relax into one hip. There's automatically a way that you can see a relaxation happening. We tend to favor one side or the other. Stand up and do it right now. When you stand, and you relax, I automatically go to my right. There's always going to be more weight on my right side than on my left side. Okay? Which one do you have? Think about that and then try and make sure that your clients relax into their hips. There are some clients who will really struggle with this. They will not be able to figure out, you'll say relax into your hip, and they'll be, wait, what? What am I supposed to do? So one of the easiest things to do is to actually move their feet in order for their feet to distribute their weight. For example, here we go. Okay, so face towards me like this. Now, if you can't figure out how to put a hip, what I want you to do is take your foot and turn it to the side. Bend that knee and clasp your hands just like this. Without moving, I can tell that she is balancing on this part of her body. She is leaning a little bit this way. Everything is off of that because I asked her to point that toe and bend the knee. Another way to do this, turn away from me for a second. Okay, now take one step toward the camera and turn your entire body towards me. Oh, look at you. That back foot automatically pops off of the floor, distributing her weight to the front. We want to make sure that that weight distribution is from one hip. You never want somebody to be straight up and down. Straight up and down, again, conveys tension. Repeat with me, we don't want the tension.